Her name is Jocelyn. She's 23. She was born just a few months after the end of the genocide, a child of the rape of her mother, a weapon of war that was used on a massive scale.
My mother took medicines to try and abort me, but unfortunately I, the fetus, resisted. When I was born, my mother didn't love me very much.
Her mother was then just 20 years old. Her entire family had been wiped out. She now had sole responsibility for bringing up her child, without a job and without any assistance.
It took me a long time to start to love my daughter. Men killed my little sister. And the man who raped me is the same man who raped and killed my big sister. My daughter told me that she wasn't to blame for her birth, that she wasn't responsible for the rape, that I couldn't hate her. But eventually, she forgave me. We forgave each other.
The victims of rape were ostracized by their own communities and faced constant discrimination. Their children were outcasts, and because they had no income, received no education. The state didn't immediately take responsibility for the women, but NGOs took up the challenge, like this one called Never Again. Marie-José is a psychologist. She's been going to the village for many years to listen to the women and their children.
These girls were raped while they were still children. They weren't married, so they weren't considered widows. Even if they lost their parents, they weren't considered orphans, because they were now mothers with children. They were told, you're not orphans, you're not widows, you're something else.
Thanks to Never Again, Jocelyn has been able to go back to her old school.
Genocide.
They don't understand how people can kill each other, how people who live together in the same society in a positive way could become enemies.
And yet the children in this classroom are the living proof that it did happen. But if they are the evidence of the horror that seized Rwanda, they are also this country's hope that whatever happened in the past, history need not repeat itself.